Hi, this is Brian again, reading James Joyce's Ulysses for Literacy 24/7, supporting Literacy Network. I'm reading a bit from the bottom of page 168 until the middle of page 171, a little portion where we follow Leopold Bloom as he walks through the streets of Dublin, doing his business and getting hungry. He thinks about stopping into a pub for something to eat. So we get Leopold Bloom's observations on food and eating and eaters. Okay, here we go. Duke Street. Here we are, must eat. The Burton. Feel better then. He turned Cambridge's corner, still pursued. Jingling hoof thuds, perfumed bodies, warm, full, all kissed, yielded, in deep summer fields, tangled pressed grass, in trickling hallways of tenements, along sofas, creaking beds. Jack, love, darling, kiss me, Reggie, my boy, love. His heart astir, he pushed in the door of the Burton restaurant. Stink gripped his trembling breath, pungent meat juice, slops of greens. See the animals feed. Men, men, men. Perched on high stools by the bar, hats shoved back at the tables, calling for more bread, no charge, swilling, wolfing, gobfuls of sloppy food, their eyes bulging, wiping, wetted mustaches. A pallid, suet-faced young man polished his tumbler, knife, fork, and spoon with his napkin. New set of microbes. A man with an infant's sauce-stained napkin tucked around him shoveled gurgling soup down his gullet. A man spitting back on his plate, half-masticated gristle, no teeth to chew it. Chop, chomp, chop from the grill, bolting to get it over. Oh, sad boozer's eyes, bitten off more than he can chew. Am I like that? See ourselves as others see us. Hungry man is an angry man, working tooth and jaw. Don't! Oh! A bone. Ugh. That last pagan king of Ireland, Cormac, in the school poem, choked himself at Sletty Southard of the Boyne. Wonder what he was eating. Something galoptious. St. Patrick converted him to Christianity. Couldn't swallow it all, however. Roast beef and cabbage! One stew! Smells of men. His gorge rose. Spat on sawdust, sweetish, warmish, cigarette smoke, reek of plugs, spilt beer, men's beery piss, the stale of ferment. Couldn't eat a morsel here. Fellow sharpening his knife and fork to eat all before him. Old chap picking his poodle, slight spasm, full, chewing the cud before and after. Grace after meals. Look on this picture, then on that, scoffing up stew gravy with sopping sippets of bread. Lick it off the plate, man. Get out of this. He gazed round the stooled and tabled eaters, tightening the wings of his nose. 2 stouts here. 1 corn, cabbage. That fellow, ramming a knife full of cabbage down as if his life depended on it. Good stroke. Give me the fidgets to look. Safer to eat from his 3 hands. Tear it limb from limb. Second nature to him. Born with a silver knife in his mouth. That's witty, I think. Silver means rich. Born with a knife. But then the illusion is lost. An ill-girt server gathered sticky, clattering plates. Rock the bailiff, standing at the bar, blew the foamy crown from his tankard. Well up, it splashed yellow near his boot. A diner, knife and fork upright, elbows on table, ready for a second helping, stared toward the food lift across his stained square of newspaper. Other chap telling him something with his mouth full, sympathetic listener. Table talk. I must come through the Ulster book on Monday. Huh? Did you, Faith? Mr. Bloom raised 2 fingers doubtfully to his lips. His eyes said, "Not here. Don't see him. Out. I hate dirty eaters." He backed towards the door. "Get a light snack in, Davy Burns. Stopgap. Keep me going. Had a good breakfast. Roasts. And mashed there. Pint of stout. Every fellow for his own, tooth and nail. Gulp. Grub. Gulp. Gob stuff." He came out into clearer air and turned back towards Grafton Street. Eat, or be eaten. Kill. Kill. Suppose that communal kitchen, years to come, perhaps, all trotting down with porringers and tommy cans to be filled, devour contents in the street. John Howard Parnell, example, the Provost of Trinity, every mother's son, don't talk of your provosts and Provost of Trinity, women and children, cabmen, priests, parsons, field marshals, archbishops. From Aylesbury Road, Clyde Road, artisans' dwellings, North Dublin Union, Lord Mayor in his gingerbread coach, old Queen in a bath chair. My plate's empty. After you, with our incorporated drinking cup, like Sir Philip Crampton's fountain. Rub off the microbes with your handkerchief. Next chap rubs on a new batch with his. Father O'Flynn would make hares of them all. Have rows all the same. All for number 1. Children fighting for the scrapings of the pot. Want a soup pot big as Phoenix Park. Harpooning flitches and hindquarters out of it. Hate people all around you. City Arms, hotel, table d'hôte, she called it. Soup, joint, and sweet. Never know whose thoughts you're chewing. Then who'd wash up all the plates and forks? Might be all feeding on tabloids that time. Teeth. Getting worse and worse. After all, there's a lot in that vegetarian fine flavor of things from the earth. Garlic, of course. It stinks of Italian organ grinders, crisp of onions, mushrooms, and truffles. Pain to animal too. Pluck and draw fowl. Wretched brutes there at the cattle market waiting for the pole-axe to split their skulls open. Moo. Poor trembling calves. Meh. Staggering bob. Bubble and squeak. Butcher's buckets, wobble lights. Give us that brisket off the hook. Plop. Raw head and bloody bones. Flayed, glass-eyed sheep hung from their haunches, sheep snout, bloody-papered, snivelling nose jam on the sawdust. Top and lashers going out. Don't maul them pieces, young one. Hot, fresh blood they prescribe for decline. Blood always needed, insidious. Lick it up, smoking hot, thick, sugary, famished gouts.